There it is. It's recording.
Hey, so boys, conspiracy theory.
Well. Here's what I think.
Okay, first let's hear it. We're gonna start off here with
Here's my theory.
Abram's
This
first
is
theory. Okay.
really unpopular.
Also, why are we going straight into this? I think we should talk about how this is not a podcast for a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's like the first episode.
Well, it's not a podcast, obviously. So
Yeah, no, I don't know why we would.
there's a little bit to talk about, but this is not a podcast to start off.
Who
So
would use
you should probably introduce ourselves a little bit, or at least say this is not a podcast and we're not members of the podcast because this isn't a podcast. But at least say hi. Go around the circle. Say hi. My name is Cooper. I struggle with addiction. Everyone's like, hi, Cooper, and then it's like da. You know the stuff. You know the kind. Everyone say hi, Cooper. They're not that I'm Cooper. I'm not
Hey,
Cooper.
Cooper.
Oh, hey, how
You're
are
the
you?
judge. Oh no.
It's playing.
I know. I just wanted to sing.
Something's.
All right,
We
my
copyright
turn.
striked in our first episode. That's not a podcast, dude.
No,
Oh,
it's just a
no.
sentence. It's just a sentence. I am not.
You put a musical beat on that sentence.
I am not Abram.
I'm not the judge.
Not me. I am also not the judge. Like,
And I am not the father.
what?
This is true. He's not my father. Well, actually,
Yeah, look at
no,
his
he
father.
is my father. So
I'm
he's
not
my
his father, but I am his daddy.
Uh-oh. Okay, please introduce yourself, guy whose name.
And
I don't
I'm gonna
know.
kick Brayden because I can't. I
No,
can't.
No, that's not. No, don't. You're ruining everything. Okay, that's not Braden. His name is not. So Braden. I mean, not. Introduce yourself, guy. Who I don't
My
not
name is
know.
Braden. My name is not Braden, and I have crippling depression.
I see. So we're joking around here. Okay, so this episode of the Not Podcast, which isn't a podcast, so I don't know why I'm giving it an episode. But not a podcast. Number one.
This is
Okay,
not
no
the first
podcast.
podcast.
Point
Not
one.
the first podcast.
This is not the first podcast because there
Not
is no
episode one.
podcast.
Not
Guys,
episode
There is
one.
no-
Guys, I have a secret.
Okay, let's hear it.
It might be a podcast.
Shut up, dude.
All right, no,
It's
you're
not
gonna
a
have to
podcast.
find for that.
Guys, we promise it's not a podcast. Okay.
You-
So, conspiracy theories that are being conspirized by people. That's what we're not talking about on this thing that's not a podcast here. So, conspiracy, yeah. So, anyone got a conspiracy theory that they would love to share with the class?
Guys, I have a crazy one.
No, you don't. You have a not a
do.
crazy one.
No, I do. Here's
Okay.
here's my conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Women
Oh no.
are just men, but they look different.
Is this a conspiracy theory or a fact?
I don't know, bro.
I think it's a terrible.
I
one to
don't
start
think.
off
I don't
this
think anyone. Okay, fine.
I think there's different
Probably should
personality traits as well. Not only that, but there's physical differences than just appearance, like genetic or build, human structure. Don't you know that they have 2 S ribs, therefore they're witches? As I've read in my Jaeger textbook, not that I'm in that class, but they're witches, so we hunt them. Like my probably shouldn't joke about this. My idol John Kramer once told me that we should burn all women. I'd just like to say that on this not podcast, I don't support that.
But he's your idol.
Yeah, he is definitely. But anyway, so good conspiracy theory there. So okay, where's your proof? Where's your proof for this, Abram? Of this, do you have any proof, or is the proof that the proof?
Have you ever seen the genetics of someone? Like you can't see the DNA, so how do you know?
Yeah, he can.
Dude, I can't see their DNA.
All right, guys. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna forget this.
Never happened.
Never happened.
You can't just look at someone's DNA. Yes, you can.
Okay. So if you're the judge, oh no, semi fui. Okay, so do you want me? Can I do my conspiracy theory now? Okay, I'm gonna put. Where's the? I'm gonna put it in the general chat. I'm going to put. If I knew how to do this. Hey, down. Hey, this is pretty intense, guys. Here's a map of missing persons in the U.S. and then a map of the cave systems in the U.S. Look at those correlations. It's crazy. It's nuts. Look at that. Come on. Something's going on in those caves. Clearly. Something on caves. Specifically correlating on the...
This is off. Cooper, will you not join me in...
I did. No. I know what you're talking about. I just need to finish something. Okay. That is completely off topic. But look at those cave systems. Look at those cave systems correlating to the missing person. There's something, especially in the Kentucky area, like I just said. There's something going on in those caves. So there's something on not a podcast. There's something not going on in those caves. Am I right, boys? Oh, I'm funny. So there's something not going on in those caves there. So, but what is it? What is going on in those caves? There's people missing. But could it just be that people are getting lost in caves?
I'm taking them. It's me.
I'm killing them.
You live in California, Abram. That can't possibly be that. They can't possibly.
First off, it's cap, but whatever.
It's a two-man job. All right, Abram takes them and I kill them.
Okay, boys. But there's something going on in those caves. Like you see that correlation there. That's not a. There's at least some relative correlation.
Because you gotta have fun with it, you know.
No. Shut. So there's some correlation, but could it be just kids getting stuck in the caves and getting lost? Or are there lizard people who run the government in the caves? And then when someone's about to uncover the lizard people, they're about to uncover the lizard people in the caves. The lizard person is just like, no, this can't happen. And they drag them into the cave system. They're never seen again. Never. Not once ever. Who just... beat boot music. No, Abram, no. This is a serious not podcast. We're gonna get you copy. The Taco Bell sound effect. Okay, it is. Okay. So now to continue my great theory here. So the that didn't even get me. The lizard people are dragging people into the Abram. Please stop. I didn't. We had respect for years. Please don't. Please just stop. The lizard people are dragging people into the caves because someone's about to uncover them. So if I were to describe what are features of a lizard person? Okay.
Probably they look like a fucking lizard. Maybe.
Let's see. Maybe. What are the characteristics of a lizard?
You're gonna speak to me like that, not Cooper?
Okay, how to spot the reptilians running the U.S. government. This is exactly what I need. The Atlantic magazine. Oh yes. As 12 million Americans know, the United States government is run by lizard people.
They know.
Or also known as reptilians. Reptilians are reptilians are running our government. Oh, it's
also
so
known as
reptilians. Piercing through their latest groundbreaking research
for a long time.
Shut up. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's make sure none of us are reptiles. Okay, predominance of green or hazel eyes that change colors. Wait a minute. Did that just say what I think that just said? Hey, hold up. Predominance of green or hazel eyes that change color like a chameleon, but also blue eyes. So any color of eyes. Do you guys have eye colors? I have an eye color. Oh no. Oh frick. Abram has an eye color. Brain, do you have an eye color?
I have cold, dead eyes, so I'm gonna have to pass on.
But that's still an eye color. Boys, we could all be lizard people. Okay. Another feature. This is okay. True red or reddish hair. Abram, your hair is sometimes a little reddish compared to me and Braden's.
Are you retarded? No, it ain't. Fuck off.
If you dyed it red, it would be red. That means that
what? No.
Person. Low blood pressure. I don't know what that. Wait, hold on. I'm stupid. Low blood.
How are we supposed to know this?
Okay. Oh my god! I just searched up what low blood pressure is. It just said that none of us or all three of us have low blood pressure. That's crazy. Oh my god! Okay, I'm gonna keep going down here. Oh, also I forgot. Yeah, the lizards are running the government, so all these things apply to Donald Trump and Obama and other people. Keen sight or hearing. As a person with amazing senses, we all
I have
have
pretty
this.
good sight.
ESP, as someone that has ESP, I think if they have ESP, I don't think they're a lizard person. I think they're psychic website. Clearly, Landon is wrong here, and I will have
That
to.
took you long enough.
I'll have to go to the higher ups there.
Oh wait, Cooper, that's you, right?
Yeah, ESP. Yeah. Oh no, the person. Yeah, Devour 38. Yeah, that's me. I mean, not that I'm Devour. No. UFO connections. Oh my god! As someone who created the UFO, I have to admit I do have some relations with them. But so does Obama and Trump. And now some of the oh my god, I love these things.
Yeah, actually.
I should do questions.
This is
Someone
on
who
the
loves
next.
space and science. Oh my god, do you guys have piercing eyes?
I mean, I don't know. Do I?
Oh my god, you're pierced. Oh, I've been pierced by your eyes. A sense of not belonging to the human race. Braden? Yep, he raised his hand.
I'm fucking gonna kill
Deep
myself.
compassion for fate of mankind, whether that good or bad. Braden?
No, I
Psychic abilities. Probably meant psychic. Wait, what?
I can do that.
Oh, this is fine. This
How
is
do you think
physical
I
ability.
play awesome
Probably meant
riffs on
psychic.
guitar?
They
I go,
misspelled it, but acknowledge they misspelled it. Abram, not the time. Stop flexing on this. Not a podcast. Do you guys have
trying to flex?
Do you guys have unexplainable scars anywhere on your body? Somewhere on your body?
all right, here we go. Wait, I'm
This
asking
thing,
Cooper.
we don't know what
Is this
exactly
your
it was,
guess?
but
Was this your guess, Koopy?
Yeah, wait. No, because someone already plays them, so I wasn't expecting that. Also, by the way, on Not a Podcast, we are not playing Rogue Company in the background. Two of us aren't playing Rogue Company in the background. So if there's distractions going on, that's
Wait,
not
so
why.
you didn't think I would pick Anvil?
No, I thought you'd pick Anvil or Dima.
Yeah, those two options.
And I was gonna go with Dima because Seth plays not Seth who doesn't exist, plays Anvil. So I was just gonna
I really
hope that you
don't
wouldn't
care
pick
that Seth
Well,
plays
they got a skin,
Anvil.
nice. Okay, continuing. Unexplained scars on the body. Abram, do you have unexplained scars on your body?
Only
Braden
ones
has
I
many
gave
unexplained
myself.
scars on his wrist. Doesn't know where they come from or who does them, but someone
yeah,
does.
no idea.
Oh my god. Do you guys have the capability to disrupt electric devices? My Xbox Wi-Fi cuts out. That's because of my abilities. Braden does. Alien contacts. Do you guys contact aliens often? Oh my god. Braden is a lizard. See, okay. And clearly, this has been, I just confirmed it. That clearly lizard people are running the government. These things all apply to Obama and Trump. Like, Obama's gaze, it pierces me. Trump's
Right,
world of science and space, it's amazing. They do both have eye color. Oh my god, that's so true. I never thought about that.
I don't.
So clearly, okay, back to the real thing about this. The real thing that's a little bit unnerving is there's actually, like, that cave correlation. There's something going on there. Like, that's not a fluke. That's not just a coincidence. There's actually some correlation, at least in Kentucky area. There is some sort of correlation between those two things. Like, it can't just be a coincidence.
Guys,
like, so what's happening in the caves?
I feel like
what's happening
to do what I just did.
It doesn't matter. Okay, so what Braden, what do you think is going on in those caves? There's got to be something. It could just be people stumbling in cave systems,
capturing people and killing them in the cave systems. I couldn't possibly know. Abram, could you possibly know?
No, I didn't know. I haven't been doing that.
Yeah, we have not.
Well, as a person, as a fellow person who's definitely not doing that, but I'm actually not doing that. Not that you guys are doing that. He would never do that. You guys,
no.
Wow, what a jokester you guys are, or jokester. Jokester. You're not the same person.
I'm cracked. I'm cracked.
So, anyways, as someone who doesn't do that, I think a few of them can be chalked up to kids exploring with their friends. Like, you go on adventures as kids, or I did sometimes. you find a cave and you want to explore, like, we can find diamonds in there, right? Like, I can understand that. I used to go hunting in the woods with my
back in the mine.
No, we're gonna get copyrighted by famous YouTuber Captain Spork. So
Sporkle.
No, Spork, just Spork. So if I stumble into a cave with my friends, what if something happens? What if someone trips and falls, and they crack their head open? You're not telling your parents that happened. You're just gonna pretend, Johnny went home. He didn't die in the cave system. So maybe there's actually a bunch of guilty people in our society, a bunch of children who know where all these missing people are. This brings me to my next conspiracy theory that I didn't just think of on the spot, which is all children are evil. Us,
yeah, that's just true.
Grown adults of the ages of no, where missing person is. No, a shot. Don't need any controversy on this not podcast. Which once again is not a podcast. Okay, so some kids may get lost in the caves, but grown adults are going missing. It's not just a map of missing kids; it's a map of missing persons, people. So a grown adult isn't just going to wander into a random cave, or at least not everyone is.
Ooh.
So what is happening in these situations where it's an adult getting lost in the cave? I don't need your reactions to this Zima's nutty sweatening shots, man. I don't need these reactions. So what's happening down there? Like, are there actually? There's got to be something in the caves. Like, there's got to be some. We can't be the only species that is this big. There's got to be something that lives in caves there's got to be tons of cave species that we have never discovered. So what if one of those cave species is hostile? The reason we've never found it is because anyone who finds it is getting taken by it, killed by it, something by it, raped by it. No. Taken by it. Just something bad's happening down there. Maybe a giant worm, a devourer, you could say.
Ironic.
Sounds like a sick name.
Odd word that you would call that.
Yeah,
I think I like that name.
I don't need to take this shit. But anyways, there's gotta be something in this cave. So I think I'm gonna close off my conspiracy theory there, and I'm gonna make Braden do something. Braden, your conspiracy theory next. Unless you guys have something to contribute about what's actually going on in the caves, because there's gotta be something.
We've literally already said it's me and him. We're doing it.
No, but the problem is you guys can't be everywhere at once. So you gotta be involved in some kind of cult affair. But you guys aren't just gonna leak your cult, of course. Like you're not just gonna tell us.
Are you not part of my cult? Oh, bro, you gotta come. It's pretty.
Yeah, you should. Yo, it's pretty lit. We got cookies.
I don't know.
Cookies.
Yeah, we got cookies.
Cookies.
They're like weird.
My mom always told me not to engage in cult activity, but
it's like cookies, brownies, and we put like whipped cream in between them. It's awesome.
So sick.
Cult activity, but you guys have cookies? Wow. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe they're
in the caves. You have to go into the caves to get the cookies.
Oh, I have to go. Dude, that could be what's going on.
No.
Dude, there's cults with cookies, and everyone's dying because they want the cookies. Okay, I actually just had a good idea. What if that'd actually be a perfect place to dump a body, a cave. So maybe
a cave is a terrible place to dump a body.
A cave is a pretty good place to dump a body.
Out of the person, like give it a shark.
In the upper half.
It's in the upper half. Want it to be seen.
No. I mean, hiding it behind a rock or somewhere, or buried in a cave, because not all caves are just rock. Like, there's some caves that are tunnels. Like, not just. Actually, I don't know if that makes it a cave. That could just be a tunnel. But, like, that'd be a good spot to dump a body. So maybe that's what's going on in some cases. Like, someone's dying and they're obviously not going to be reported dead unless they find a body or are able to find the person who killed them. Some evidence that points to that. So if they just dump their bodies in the same spot, like one person goes on like a 10-person killing spree, that's 10 people, same cave. That's why the correlation's there, maybe. So that could actually contribute to that. Thank you, Abram, for your.
It's that hard to find the person.
The missing person.
Well, if it's an acquaintance, Like someone went with them, not hard. If it's some random person,
No,
pretty
help,
hard.
help.
Well, that's the thing. The reason most people aren't found is because they do go alone. That's the problem. But even then, what if something bad happened to someone, but someone feels guilty? Like, I don't think many people are going to say that they know something if they could be somehow responsible. Some people are very selfish. Like they're only focused on themselves. Like their friend goes like hanging out with their friend, they turn away for a second, their friend's gone. They might not want to say anything, like because then they could feel maybe I don't know, like they could get blamed or responsible for the missingness.
It's just a shitty person. That's called being a bad person.
No, I know, but that unfortunately, that most people are shitty people. Like not most, but there's many shitty people. Like not everyone's a good person, unfortunately. Unlike me, the spitting image of a good person. So I don't know. I guess that this actually has helped me. I've been wondering what's happening. Like not what's happening, obviously, but I've been sitting on this conspiracy for like a week because of the idea. Like we had to plan them out in advance. So I actually had no idea. That conversation actually helped me. So that's nice. Brewer conspiracy. Or your first of hopefully a few conspiracies that you got here to share on this not podcast.
You want new conspiracies?
I want not one. No, I'm saying your conspiracy that you because
okay.
we said to get some in advance, right? I don't know. You could also just bring up a big conspiracy like well-known one. Anybody? Okay, I see the cat. Very cute. Is that Kodak?
Yes.
Kodak's not a black cat. So it definitely is a cat from Little Hope. But anyways,
we're actually.
So he's black and white.
Your conspiracy theory, Braden.
There's more continents that are hidden away by rocks, and the government singular doesn't want us to know about it.
Question: is this going along with flat Earth, or is this its own thing? Just
this is its own thing. It could be with flat Earth, but it doesn't really need to.
Doesn't need to. All right. So, if you were to name these hypothetical continents, this is very important to the theory. What would you name these new continents if you found them?
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Ecuador, El Salvador too. There's
Yo, this beat jams or this jam bops beats. Okay. So, anyways,
this jam slaps.
This jam bop beats.
That's what the newfangled children would say these days.
This jam bop beats.
The newfangled children these days would say this jam really Crayolas me.
Okay. This snorting Crayola. I see. We're sponsored by it. No, we're not actually. Please don't.
We're sponsored by Crayola.
No, if we say we're not sponsored, then they're gonna think we are no cap sponsored by. No, without me. We are. Frick.
Crayola.
Crayola is not associated with this podcast. It's not a podcast. I promise. There we go.
Not gonna shit absolutely wrong.
Crazy art.
What do you think would be the Wizard People's, the government, as you call them, supposedly?
Crazy art. We are sponsored by Crazy Art.
Braden, now is not the time. We're uncovering Braden, we are on a limited time clock here. This is not a podcast, so the government's not going to find it. But if they do somehow find this, obviously live broadcasted, definitely not live podcast, they're going to come to our doors. You need to get out what you're going to say now, so someone can find this. Share our message before we're gone, okay? Because in the end, we're gonna die. You know, they're gonna get us. You know, they always get us. So anyway,
it's like Dallas. He seems cool.
He is cool. He's also really good. I think his guns are good. I like his whatever. Point is, what would be the Wizard People's motivation for hiding these continents from?
Because it's.
No. I want to hear the conspiracy.
I don't know the conspiracy.
Because we don't need them yet.
Ah.
And they want to use it all for their selfish desires. They don't care about the rest. They don't care about the rest of the world. Right?
But what happens when we do need these continents? Will they just give it? Will they just say, we just found these. You can go here now.
I imagine they'll split them up between the countries of the world and be like, all right, you get this designated area and stuff.
doesn't that seem like it could cause wars? Maybe one country wants, like I don't feel like Spain.
Nah, they can just play rock,
no reason to play.
It'll be fine.
So what happens when a country like, let's say, China, a very densely populated country, or India, what if they lose rock, paper, scissors? So they have to stay in their current location. You think they're going to be happy about that? No.
Suck.
About that. Wow, that seems like a really nice thing to say to these people.
Hey, they lost at rock, paper, scissors.
Don't lose rock, paper,
scissors. That is
scissors.
true. They did lose at rock, paper, scissors. That is pretty bad of them.
It's their fault.
That is pretty lame.
Pretty cringe.
Who should get? Okay, another. This is not going down. This is not getting off topic, but this is seriously on topic. Who would be playing rock, paper, scissors for these people?
The government leaders.
Government leader? Oh, really? Not the professional rock, paper, scissors players?
No.
But
silly you
wouldn't
are.
that give their country the best chance? Because then in advance they could have easy people to be products for birth.
But you don't want just some random person from the street coming in and defending your country. You want the person in charge, the person who's supposed to be there always, unless you're Australian.
Wouldn't this cause some uprisings? Like, I mean, I know when I'm at school, if there's some sort of rock paper, not that I go to school, obviously I'm not in a podcast. But if I'm in a social situation and we lose rock paper scissors, everyone blames that person. But that's just like a class thing. Like, it doesn't matter there. But what happens when it's? Oh no, Abram!
I got it. No.
What happened?
So
what happened?
this
oh
happened.
No! What happens when? What happens when a world leader loses rock, paper, scissors? Their country's not gonna be happy about them. They're gonna be pissed. There's gonna be riots. There's gonna be a coup.
It's such a coup. Well, let them have it. Let them
do
it. Let them do it.
I mean, who's typically
if they're
good for the country's development,
then maybe they need a new leader. Mm-hmm.
That's so true. But how will the leader prove themselves? There's nothing more to play rock, paper, scissors over. They've already lost. What's done is done. It's too late. You can't change the past.
You fool.
You're telling me they have time machines? Is this what you're telling me? The government has time machines? Oh my god, they do. They have time machines. Whoa.
Thumb wars.
Okay. Okay.
That's how you decide new leaders. All right.
That's so smart.
I got him. Right. Keep on the right with that.
So, okay. So, like I said, they're just gonna divide these up between the countries, though. But is the land that they're given proportional to the country size or the population size?
Help me. Are you already?
So would a country like what country is getting the most land? India or the United States? Or sorry, India or Russia? Russia has more land. India has more people. Which one's getting more land in this new continent? Because there could be some arguments here. I don't think India wants to be restricted with their high population to another small chunk of land. But I don't think the Russians, being the Russians, no offense to Russian people, but I don't think they're going to want a small piece of land either. So what's going to happen? And how many continents are they hiding from us? And also, you said they're hiding them behind rocks. So, what happens if someone turns over a rock?
I can send you the laser beam video later, alright?
No. This is all you. You came up with this theory, obviously.
You're right, I did.
But I do believe I've watched that video. Not that I watch him because he doesn't exist and this isn't a podcast, but I'm pretty sure he says an ice wall. You're saying specifically rocks, not an ice wall. So it's a little interesting, don't you think? Rocks over an ice wall. An ice wall obviously makes perfect sense, but rocks, that's absurd. That's just so far-fetched. And why are you staring at the camera like that? Obviously, the people, all the millions watching this are billions.
What is a rock but a different form of ice?
What is an ice but a different form of rock, really, is the
question. Doesn't... Okay, I'm gonna, actually say something now. First off, ice is water that's frozen. It's at a lower temperature.
That's not true. That's what the government wants you to think. Right now, Brayden's, what are you trying to say? Brayden's drinking the liquid form of ice? No, Brayden's drinking straight rocks right now. That is rocks going down his throat. He almost just spit up on his whatever. He's just chugging stone at the moment. It's very fun to see his reaction too. saying that he's chugging rocks, which is true.
Help me! Help me!
Oh, geez, Aiden, we are playing. I just realized we were playing this game with a celebrity, O.J. Simpson.
No
Wow.
way.
Okay, so the rock wall. This rock wall's hiding it. So okay. So the government. So you think they're just gonna give it to free, or give it away for free, or is the government of the entire world
land equals money? Land
is it gonna
equals
be
money
you gotta
always.
pay? So won't they create a
Land equals
hierarchy
money.
in this new land of just the rich? Only the rich can afford to go there. So what's
Only
left for the
can
losers?
afford to do it.
Just poverty? Just poverty for the rest? Like what's going on here? You know, like
Greatest restriction of human life is money, not time.
who said that?
Strike out. We'll do that.
You stated that like a quote. Is that a quote
It is a quote.
from whom?
Not Braden Man. All right.
Who's rich man?
I should never.
Okay, it's not him.
It's not me.
Not
Right?
him.
I stole it.
So okay, so the government's hiding. So far, what we've accumulated here is that the government is run by lizard people who are taking people in these caves and killing them. And then
Yeah,
also
this is
these
not
lizard-
water. It's rocks.
That's rocks. Yes, we know this. That's pretty obvious. They teach it in chemistry. Jesus.
You fucking
I don't know why they
teach it in
teach that.
mathematics.
Just because
They
this
teach
is
that-
kind of a
they teach
joke.
that in
Can we not just talk
I
about
had
how
to write an
ice
essay
is
using
rocks?
the ability of stones.
Can we have
water
some
that
amount
used
of brain
today,
cells? I swear to God.
on Saturday.
Hey,
So anyways,
I didn't know how to answer the question, and so I was like, "They're the same thing, right?"
yeah. So
Right?
these governments are hiding. So they're hiding. Okay, these lizard people are hiding new continents from us,
Just
and
take a
also,
look.
most importantly, women are men. Are men. This is true. Abram proved it. Abram, your second theory to build onto this multiverse that we're forming here today.
Multiverse.
Well,
Is it not all the same thing?
do you want a legitimate theory?
I want a legitimate theory, yes, because so far mine wasn't supposed to be jokey, but it turned out a little bit jokey. But
Mine
Braden's
was
really
legitimate
serious.
until I got asked questions.
Here's
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
mine.
Braden's was
Yeah.
legitimate too. Okay, but Abram, yours was a little bit not as serious.
No, mine was a
not
joke.
to be rude. Not to please don't hurt me. But it was a little
Alright,
bit disingenuous.
Here's what I think.
I don't know, just
I think that I have two right now. Either
we'll circle back.
here's
over
my. I know for a fact, like, not for a fact, but I know aliens have to. There's no way it's just
Yeah.
us to begin
Yeah.
with, right?
Yeah,
Aliens have to
the universe is so vast. There's no way.
yeah, aliens have to exist.
Yeah.
Thing
Either
I know for a
they've
fact,
seen us
they
and we're not
have
as
to.
advanced.
it's not like
I mean,
just be like,
Okay, with
Well-
how vast the universe is, with it being infinite, the odds of us being the only civilized form of life is so minuscule.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll never meet the aliens, or maybe they're I don't know. Maybe we'll never see
thing
them.
is, there is
the
no.
chances are so slim.
here's the deal. Here's the deal, though.
Just being like,
I think
well,
I have
there
I have two thoughts.
probably is. It's
Okay,
like, you can't really
let's let Abram.
Here's the thing. Either they're so over advanced for us that they've seen us before and they're like, there's no point in bothering them right now because they're so
that looks like
not
chaos.
up to our. They're so not up to our standard of like evolution and such. There's no point in
As in,
bothering to try to communicate or do
Advanced, right?
anything
You were
with
saying
them.
over advanced.
They're
more advanced than us. You said?
yeah, significantly more advanced than us.
Okay.
Or they're still like in the Stone Age, like in reference, like comparatively to us, they're still like in the Stone Age.
I think there's got to be multiple. Like, okay, if the universe really is infinite, which I feel like it would have to be, I think there's many. There's got to be people ahead of us, people behind us,
People that don't exist yet.
people. Yeah, ones that don't exist yet. Like what?
Ones that have our past.
Yeah, they're gone already. Yeah, stuff like that. Exactly. So I think there's actually. I want you to continue your theory, but I feel like there's two options. Either they're peaceful and they're just not bothering us, or if they have come in contact with us, it's too late. Like they'll either not bother us and they'll be nice, or if they do bother us, we're done. Like they're just going to destroy us. Like what are we going to do? If they're over advanced enough to reach us from a different part of space, their technology's got to be absurdly past us. I will just wait up. Like there's not going to be much we can really do there. So, anyways, Abram, continue your theory. Or is that it? Just
either, and if there's multiple, then they're at different points of evolution to where the ones that are evolved in us enough to meet us don't bother because they're just that much more than us. And the ones that are under-evolved just don't know what the hell's happening at all. Like, we think we're advanced, but they could be leagues and leagues ahead of us.
Oh, I just think so. Honestly, I don't think we're advanced. I don't think we're too advanced. I mean, relatively speaking, we have a lot of stuff, but there's so much more improvement. We're not before if everything becomes technology advanced, I'll then consider us extremely advanced. But right now, there's still stuff that's physical, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I just think that a good thing to feel like you make mistakes. That's just so.
Our technology is under to where people are concerned about relying on it too much, then we're not involved enough to make everything technology based.
Once technology becomes good enough, people don't worry about it all the time, or like once it becomes also not as reliant on human use, that would also help. I'm not saying everything should be fully automated. I'm not saying that everything needs to be fully automated. Like, there's some jobs that can't get replaced. Like an artist, I think that's one of the few jobs that you can't ever replace with technology because it comes with creativity, and that's something a machine can't really make. Or if it does make, someone programmed it to make that, so it's not its own thing. So like an artist is never going to be. I think that's always going to be a job that's not robotic. Like that's like it's like a human thing.
Thank you. I got 2 shots.
I don't know. And then so your theory is just that aliens exist. Am I correct in that or no?
No.
Abram, is that what you're saying, that aliens just exist, or
they have to? But I just don't think in our lifetimes we're gonna see it. You can.
Yeah, in our lifetimes, I doubt it. Yeah, I don't see much stuff happening in our lifetime, especially with stuff like COVID happening. That's just slowing stuff down. I mean, obviously, COVID's not going to happen throughout our lifetime. I'm sure it'll get cured in the next. At the time of recording this, it is how long? It's been a year since COVID-ish, like almost a year.
That's crazy to think.
No, yeah, it's been a full year.
No,
also, wear your mask, obviously. Yeah, it's been a year, but it doesn't feel like a year.
No, December is when it's actually been a year of it being a thing.
Well, no, because I'm pretty sure the COVID-19, it started affecting us, but we're not the only people out there. Like, the Chinese people or Asian countries, like they've been affected by it since, I think, in smaller amounts since when it is right now, like, since like a year ago now. But I think it was just small enough that it wasn't big news.
I'm actually joking. I'm not actually joking. I'm not joking. Please help.
You are joking.
I'm not actually joking.
So yeah, I feel like it's almost been a year. So something like that. It doesn't show any signs of slowing down soon. Obviously, it'll slow down eventually. We'll eventually find some way to stop it. But at the moment, it shows no signs of like slowing. I don't think anytime soon. But I'd say at least another year, at another 6 months at the minimum, I think. But it'll probably be another 2 years. That's slowing stuff down. That's not helping us get further in the future. I mean, a cure for it helps us, but its existence already impeded us a little bit. So anyways, yeah, I don't see us meeting aliens in our lifetime. That's just, I don't see that happening.
I hope not.
And if we do, then it's they're meeting us. I'm assuming. I don't see our technology becoming advanced enough in our lifetime that we meet them because we reached out to them, not because they reached out to us. And if they reach out to us, that's a little bit scary because that probably means bad stuff. There's not really a reason for them to reach out to us unless they're going to help us, but I don't really, everything is for something, for some reason. Like I don't big places like a whole alien government or something. They're not just going to be giving us stuff out of the kindness of their hearts. There's got to be some motive. Maybe maybe helping us help them or something.
If
I don't know.
they even
But
have
they're not just going to be
hearts.
nice to us out of the kindness of their hearts. So either they're just going to have war with us and we'll lose. If they're advanced enough to reach out to us, they'll beat us hands down. But
Maybe
if
fighting's not a thing in their thing.
Maybe, but then humans are gonna ruin that because we're just not a peaceful race completely. Like that just is unrealistic for us.
How do people heal so fast in this?
Yeah, since the beginning of humanity, there's always been war. So.
Yeah, and there always will be because not everyone's just content with what they have. People want to get above, even if that means, making someone else go down. It's always going to be like that. I think a bunch of people just think out for themselves. Like, I want this, I need this, even if it means someone else can't have this or loses what they already have. Like, they want it, so they think it's more important. And this is 2-4. This is sick. Yeah, so I okay. Can we all go one by one here? I think aliens have to exist because of how vast the universe is. The odds of them not existing is just so small, and there's no way that there's none that are past us. There's the odds of us being the only in the entire universe, being the only civilized race that has made it this far, is so small. Obviously, someone had to be the first, so there's a chance it could be us, but it's such a small chance.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the fact that we're able to do what we're doing now is a marvel. But
yeah,
this random piece of the plastic and shit that works to where it screams, where you can see stuff that's not real.
That is true. It's weird to put that in perspective. So, Brandon, do you think aliens have to exist, like what you were saying earlier when Abram said they had to? Where are you going with that? Where were you going with that?
I mean, yeah, probably. It's likely. But I doubt we'll ever see them, and I honestly don't want to.
We should
Why? Why
we
don't
should
you want to?
We should
because who knows what they're gonna do.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. What we don't know is infinitely scarier than what we do. You know what they say. Like in a horror movie, it's always scarier what they maybe think is going to happen rather than what actually happens. Like, I'm pretty sure some people, I don't know who it is, but a bunch of people will say stuff like, I wish they didn't show this monster in this horror movie when I didn't know what it was, or when I didn't see this crappy CGI. It was infinitely scarier. And a bunch of horror movies, I know the Blair Witch Project doesn't show what the witch looks like. And I know a bunch of people love that because it's like, what could they have possibly showed you that's scarier than what you're thinking in your head? Because in your head, you're thinking of the scariest thing to you. So whatever they show, it can't satisfy everyone. That's not going to be the scariest thing for everyone. I mean, it could be the scariest thing possible for some people, but for some people, it's not going to do anything. It's going to be like, oh, I don't care about that at all. That didn't
They made
scare
an arena based around Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah, they did. We need to win this match. It's necessary. But yeah, it's a map. Oh no, yeah. So like, honestly, I think not seeing the aliens might be a little bit, or actually, the idea of seeing the aliens is scarier than what I think could actually happen. Because when you think about it, what's worst case scenario? They exterminate us. That's it.
Have you ever seen District 9?
District 9? What did you say about District 9?
I think it's called District 9. No, it's a movie.
Games, or
it's like a mockumentary. Okay. It's a mockumentary. Like, so it's not real. But it's like these aliens come to Earth and they're less advanced than we are, kinda.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's weird how they can go to space, but it's weird. But then we put them all these different communities, pretty much how the Jews.
Okay, I'm reading the description. So they came here for refuge.
Yeah. But they're in a shitty neighborhood and they're trying to move them because they're violent against people and stuff.
A shitty neighborhood is in the aliens are from a shitty neighborhood, or they're in the suburbs.
District 9 is the shitty neighborhood.
Okay, that seems neat. Have you watched this? I'm assuming you have.
I've watched some of it. Yeah.
Some of it. Yeah, alien. Yeah, I hope we don't see aliens as well. Actually, because Like I feel like there's like a 33% chance that they're nice to us. They're benefiting us. And I'd say those 66% chances they're not helping us. Like
33.3 actually.
oh my god,
33.3.
dude. Well, actually, you don't, I was gonna say that. Huh? You don't.
No, because that's better. Because otherwise you're losing 1%.
1%.
You
Yeah,
can't have
I
that
was
happen.
getting 1% is they don't exist. Obviously, would be scaled up because I think they do, but there's a 1%. There's a very slim chance we are the only advanced life, or that we're the most advanced life. So that if we reach out to aliens, we're the ones doing the conquering, not the other way around.
I mean, if they're like medieval, then
Honestly, it gets a lot more crazy if you think we are the most advanced, because the idea of aliens beating us in war isn't happening. Instead, we're the ones that everyone else is scared of. Like,
oh come on, I almost had them too.
you know, just a little bit
Feels bad, man.
strange to think
Feels
about.
bad, man. I don't know. Yeah, that is a weird thing to think about.
Do you think that if we were the most advanced, like, do you think we would be conquering these other smaller things, or do you think we'd be?
Sure.
Assuming we're getting to a place where we're extremely reliant on
It
technology.
depends on how people are never not going to react to it kindly. Just going to tell you that now.
Yeah.
Like, so I think it'd be more of a force of what the government, how the government takes action based upon public opinion. But even then, what's right and what's wrong will not be. It's not like we don't know the laws of war for aliens.
That's true, but do you think our government will care about the laws of technologically inferior race, inferior place? Like, who decided the rules of combat there? Like, if we're the people fighting them, and they have laws that are like shooting parachuters with anti-air artillery guns, but we're like, no, we don't care. Then, like, shouldn't the more powerful place be deciding the rules of combat, or is it just they don't care about each other's traditions? Like,
well, if the more powerful place is able to choose the wars of law, the law of war.
Dude, it's sponsored by Warframe.
Warframe,
that is
best
crazy.
game ever. Always fun.
Warframe sucks. Me and Seth played it. Sucks.
I know. But it's a joke.
No, you don't. Okay.
But like, if the more powerful place is always able to choose, it's like feudalism. That just becomes feudalism in war.
If the more powerful place is always feudalism. I forgot. I know
kings,
what it is.
knights, stuff like that.
Okay, that's the feudal. I guess it is that system. See, the thing is, assuming somehow we're advanced enough to travel through space, but we haven't set up colonies on the moon and Mars, or even if we did, that would make life flourish more. But we're eventually gonna, even if we expanded the moon and Mars and all the other planets in our solar system, overpopulation is going to be a problem. It's not just gonna go away. We're always gonna have more babies are being born, more people are being created in that same light. But overpopulation's, it's never going to stop being a problem completely. There may be times when we realize we can build colonies on the moon where it goes away from our heads at the moment, but it's always going to come back. Like, it can't just be a problem that just stops. We don't have infinite space in our galaxy, at least. There's a finite amount of space that we can inhabit. But I don't know. Like, I kind of just forgot what I was going with there. But, oh yeah, assuming overpopulation is still an issue, which it will be. I think the government would have to, like, not have to, obviously, but they would, based on, what they do. They're going to try and take over these smaller places, trying to find land or something, find some resource. I think it just wouldn't be. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
What?
Oh jeez.
What?
Abram, I just got invited to Rogue Company by someone named Spence Dog. That better not be Spence.
Oh no.
That is awful. Please don't. Whatever. Okay, back to the topic. Okay, so
oh no.
I feel like this discussion about aliens has gone on far
No,
enough.
if I got
It's a
one
good
too.
discussion.
I got one as well though, so I don't know.
Okay, continue.
Who would know our
Go.
Xbox gamer tags?
I tell him
Spence.
it's my YouTube channel. I've told him to sub. So.
No, I think the laws of war for aliens would be different than ours. But if the more powerful country is always choosing the laws of war, then it's gonna fuck over the less powerful ones. Feudalism is a prime example of it. But
Yeah.
there would also be
if
there's more, because the more powerful ones, there's always less. It's always less of the rich people, less of the more powerful ones. Unless it's like a large community where then there's gonna be levels and levels to where the really powerful ones are the really powerful ones. But then within the powerful, there's gonna be people that are really not.
Yeah.
It's just not. It never turns out right. And I mean, I think aliens are cool, but if
we don't know that yet. Maybe they're uncool.
But if we met them and they tried to kill us, I think depending on how advanced they were, they could be like Ewok. Depending on how strength, they could be.
I guess when I think human.
So they might not even. Yeah, you're right. They might not even be humanoid. Aliens could be like dinosaurs.
That's true. Yeah, you never really think about that. You think like only thing that can make a ship is a humanoid creature of some sort, but as all it needs really is a what are they called? Opposable? No, whatever. Thumbs, pretty much, or something that can. As long as they can grip stuff, I'm pretty sure they can make stuff, and they have the mind capacity to make stuff. Obviously, honestly, there's probably alien species that have been around much longer than us, like 100 times, but they'll never be as advanced as us because of I don't know, some restricting feature such as like their physical capabilities, such as like thumbs, not being able to grab stuff, not
Also,
being able to
like
think
to
stuff.
point something out. Time works different even on the planets in our solar system. How would it work?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
in like
Dude, can someone explain that to me as a dummy thing? Because people are like, if you go to them or some, what is it? It's like the moon. I don't remember what it is, but it's like 50 years back or something. Can someone explain that to me? I've never understood that. I've thought about it and I've tried to think of it. I never understand it.
You can theoretically time travel. So they did this test. They have a clock on a jet, something like that. They have a clock on Earth and a clock on a jet. They're both cued exact, like they to the exact like millisecond or whatever on Earth. And they put it in the jet, and then they go around the world or like really fast. And they come back and the jets are off. So I'm pretty sure the jet that was the clocks are off. I'm pretty sure the clock that's
But
on
why
the
is
jet
that?
has less time on it. And I'm trying to think
Less
why.
time, as in
Like-
what? They're in the future or the
Like
past?
they're in the past.
Yeah, but those clocks still exist. Don't I wish there should be a different way to test it. They should
Yeah,
have
they're in
some
the
sort of
past.
damage happening to something.
And also, if they go on
maybe
the
like
moon,
they should have something
go
where it's
on
like
the
every
moon,
second
I
you
think
cut
they're
into a block of wood or something, make a mark, and then see at a certain time, like when you get them back, how many marks are in each. Because maybe it's something in the clock that's messing up. Like a mechanic in the clock doesn't work at like with what's going on there. Maybe it's not necessarily like time travel or something. You know, because I like to see like would both blocks of wood if you did that experiment would they have the same amount of cuts? Because if not, then there's definitely time travel happening there. But like if you're getting both
It's not
clocks
time travel,
back,
though, but they would be going back in time or something. They're not even going back in time. It's just isn't there. There's no time travel involved. It's just
okay, you
literally
started the
time is
conversation with saying
going.
there was
Yeah, I know.
somewhat
I
time
realize.
travel
I realize
stuff.
I'm wrong now. I realize I'm wrong.
being
Time is
slower or
legit.
faster.
Fire is just going slower. The actual time for like a second or like a minute is different. So there would be some like universal clock.
Which there
exists.
literally can't be.
Yeah, there can't be.
We would have to like communicate with all these different like alien species.
Yeah, it's like the idea of having a universal language on Earth. It's just we're too far past it. I feel like
You know how it
even
is.
if we tried that could also be a negative always. Of
I mean, there's
you
a
people's language
clock
is
for the world. There's a world clock. I'm pretty sure. It's just like the whole world.
Well, yeah,
I
but
don't
the
know.
whole world runs on the same time.
I don't know. But by the time that their spaceship or our spaceship got there, we would be. By the time our spaceship got there, we would be far more advanced than we were when that spaceship was sent out. We have like
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that whole loophole.
we have like
not loophole. Rabbit hole.
universal like satellite things that are like out in space, and they've been out in space for 70 years or some shit at this point, and they just now reached the edge of our solar system.
You think about stuff like if they send someone to, if they send a group of people to Mars and it's like a, however, like a 5-year or like let's say a further planet, whatever, it's like a 30-year journey. They're probably not even going to get there before someone else will, because by the time during their journey, we're probably going to advance stuff that's faster. So, ironically, the first people to go to this planet or whatever, will probably get there second, like, or third or fourth. I don't know, but like in that 30-year journey, they're probably going to find a way to get there in 1 year or something. Like,
and they've existed since the Big Bang, right? They could have been already advanced, and they're already traveling here. It's just taking so long that we don't know.
Yeah, they could literally be on their way. I mean,
that's frustrating, but it's one of those. It's like worrying it's not going to change anything. Whether or not you think they're coming, it's the same thing as death. It's like whether you're afraid of death or not, it's going to happen. Like worrying about it does you no good. It doesn't change anything.
Well, until more.
Like if the aliens are on their way, which they obviously are, since aliens are they're always coming. But like, you know, worrying about them on our way, it's not going to change anything. If they're on their way, they're on their way. There's nothing you can do about that by just worrying about it.
I'm out
and
of I got 9. I got 6 kills that are crazy.
Nice.
Cracked.
He's cracked a check. Yeah, but yeah, they could be on their way right now. We just wouldn't know. We wouldn't know until they get here.
Yeah. So that works.
Okay, Abram, do you have was that your second theory? Or what was your second theory? I forgot. Sorry.
Didn't have one really.
Oh, I thought you were. Braden, do you have a second one?
Gravity doesn't exist.
Okay.
Is this a serious one or a joking one? I'm not trying to
serious.
Serious one. Also, when I say serious, I don't mean do you believe in it. I mean, is this a joke or not? Clearly not.
I'm joking.
Oh, you're muted. Okay, Braden. Hey, come on, that was rude, man. By the way, people watching, he deafened and muted him. I think that's what the terms are. I'm a gamer. So this I think this is going to be the last one, Braden, or at least one of the two last ones. I think I have one more after this one. So gravity doesn't exist. So do you want to explain what you mean by that? Besides, is there anything besides just gravity doesn't exist? So what's the science of me jumping, me landing then, if it doesn't exist?
We're not actually being pulled down. In fact, we are being accelerated upwards by the thing below us. And so when you're free falling, nothing's below you to accelerate you upwards. So you're like, oh, you're falling at 9.8 meters a second. No, they're being raised at 9.8 meters a second.
No, because then if you're on the
just falling
opposite side, it would be falling. No, it can't be raised to that because
well, okay,
being accelerated
we're
up.
not here to discuss the truthness of it. It's just
because if it's going,
the actual.
If the planet's moving in one, because it's only one, you would only be able to skydive from one position above the Earth. Because if the Earth is moving in one direction, that's the only way it would be able to be going however fast.
Something can be completely sturdy but still accelerating.
But they would be like if you're going on the opposite side, it would have to be moving away from you.
I think I don't think he's saying the Earth is moving. I think could you re-explain it, Braden, the beginning part of it? So
okay.
Like what happens when I jump?
You're jumping. Basically, you're putting the force that's taking you up, right? And yeah. And then when you come back down, when you're in the air, nothing's accelerating against you. So you just kind of fall. Okay? Until you hit the Earth, and that's when you stand still because it's then pushing up back on you and making you stay there.
Okay, so the reason I get airtime is because the Earth or something is pushing me off the ground, and then the reason I come back down is because nothing is pushing me off the ground. Yeah. Okay.
Well, you just described gravity. and
No,
how
I
you
described
can
the opposite
oppose
of gravity.
gravity.
Why are things falling back down if there's nothing pushing them?
No,
Shouldn't they
think,
just
think.
stay?
If you're the force that's taking you off the ground would be like the power that you're able to exert through your legs or whatever to lift yourself off the ground. The force that's pushing you off the ground is not another force coming from there. It's coming from you. So you're
I
using the
forget all
opposing
of the
force.
science behind it because I'm not that big brain,
You're
but there's a
using the
video you
opposing-
should watch it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
really interesting.
You're using the opposing
Okay,
force
can
of
you put it in the
gravity.
Discord? Abram, you watch the
Uh,
video and then we can come back.
You're
to it.
using the opposing.
Abram, if you're gonna discuss it,
the
just
power
watch the
coming from
Braden
your
or
legs
watch the Braden, watch the
opposing
video.
gravity at a greater amount of force than
Don't
gravity
discuss
is
it with
exerting
Braden. Braden
upon
doesn't seem like
you.
he's the most educated on it, as he just said admitted. So watch the video and then come back to it. So my last theory. Also, Braden, do you believe in that theory, or is that just a theory that you know?
very interesting and could be and very well could be possible actually.
Okay. Hey, my last one is one that I do not believe, but we should talk about. Actually, I have two big ones, like the two main ones that I don't believe either of these, but I think, I mean, obviously, a large number of people do, so I think I have to talk them. Flipping and
Oh shit!
so the Earth being flat.
Charlie
Uh,
Habakis joined the party.
dude, you just doxed him.
Don't care.
Not Charlie Hamakis has joined the party.
Yeah, not him. But so the Earth being flat. I think this is not true because of certain things, like us having a satellite in space that can view it, and also stuff like, well, if Brain's theory is true, then this wouldn't make sense. But gravity backs up the Earth being flat because of the pole happening, stronger poles happening anywhere, and also the tides being different when the moon's at different points around the Earth, which doesn't make sense with flat Earth.
If Earth is flat and you have two people skydiving, depending on how, okay, I'm just saying, if you were skydiving, theoretically, you would be able to see far more Earth than you're able to see skydiving.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing that's going to prevent you from seeing all of Earth when you're skydiving, if the Earth is completely flat. So, if you're skydiving, you can see the curvature of the Earth.
Yes.
So it doesn't make sense for it to be flat, because then it would just keep going.
Yeah.
However far your sight can go. I think it's like 12 miles or some shit that you can.
Or, well, I mean, couldn't the end also be the not just the Earth curving, but in the flat Earth theory, which once again I don't believe, couldn't it just be the end of the Earth somehow?
No.
No.
It's the end of the world as we know.
You'd have to be able to see all of the Earth. Oh, shit.
Also,
Yeah,
I don't understand how people can understand it. It's like, what's on the other side?
Yeah. Well, I guess I think there is no other side, or it's, I don't know. Yeah. Wouldn't someone just go to the edge, just hang on, and then just peek under?
And if the Earth is flat, is every other planet flat?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, why would the Earth be the only disk out of all these orbs? I don't remember what it was, but they sent a flat earther into space, and I can't remember what happened. He probably thought he got knocked out and then had a dream about it or something, because that's what they always say, right? People who think Australia is fake think they knock you out and send you to New Zealand.
Yeah, they drug you and send you to New Zealand.
I'm searching up flat earther rocket crash. Goes to space. Oh, it seems like he died.
What?
That's unfortunate. Guess never know. But yeah, it would make sense for Earth to be the only disk. Like, why would anything? If God did make everything, then why would He make us the one disk? And if science made everything, science happens in exact things. It wouldn't just randomly make a disk. Like, that doesn't make sense. There's nothing for that. There's no reason for that. It doesn't make any sense. So the flat Earth, the Earth just can't be flat. And also, I see a bunch of idiots, sorry, not idiots, people who believe in the flat Earth theory, who I personally don't think are right. They say, I saw this one really not smart person say that They stood at their balcony or something on their house, looked out on the horizon, and held their finger up, and they're like, "It's flat. I don't see a curve. The Earth has to be flat." And I'm like, "It's just not true. It's just the Earth's size is so big that you're not going to see an exact curve right there. The Earth is just so big that it's sheer size. You're not going to be able to see a curve by looking at your balcony. If you could see a curve while looking at your balcony, the Earth would have to be much, much, much smaller." It's like when you're making something with pixels. When you make something like with 4 pixels on each side, you can see the pixels. Like you can see each side is made of 4 pixels. You like times that by 1,000,000, the image looks like it's round. Like you can't see each individual pixel of something or something like that. Like,
Is it weird to think that everything, down to its molecular structure, is round?
not necessarily. I mean, that makes
Like
sense. To me.
sharp knives. They're round.
That is a little strange, yeah. Yeah, you're stabbing a circle's going through someone, yeah. Like a rounded edge is what's cutting through something. That was a little strange. Also, another little thing that has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but the alphabetical just order some people made it up. There's no reason for alphabetical order to go A through A, B, C, E, F, G. It's just
Oh,
Numbers.
my
Just
road
the
company
names.
glitched, so I got infinite money. Sick.
Really?
Yeah, I just bought everything possible.
Nice. It's charging
That's
your
great.
debit card.
Oh, my Wi-Fi shut off. That's why. Never mind. I also just realized that the game time was going into the negative. I was like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. I'm at
they
negative
gave you
20
more
seconds.
time. They gave you more
Wow.
time. Let's go.
What nice gamers. All right. So to continue the theory we got going on here. So Earth can't be flat. All right. Now to the space or to moon landing being faked. My first thing is
Disproven.
rationale.
On Earth.
Why? Why would they fake that? What is the point of doing so? Why would they fake the moon landing? It doesn't seem like something that needed to happen. If the only reason to boot a American General, why did Russia not call that shit out? Be like, oh, this didn't actually happen, you fools. You're just doing this to say you beat us in the space race. But no, Russia didn't say anything because clearly it was real.
What do you mean? Russia sent a dog up there.
It's Kaigem.
Abram, why?
What?
Why'd you add Kaigem?
It's Kaigem. It's Charlie. Why is your camera off?
Because I'm walking in darkness. So
Better question, why is his life off? Oh.
I don't know. I'm just walking in darkness. So
Wow. POV, you're in Koopy's house.
nothing to live for. POV, you're in Granny's house, and it's fan favorite game, Granny. Okay.
POV, you're in the
Transition
neighbor's
has been made
house.
successfully. And hello, neighbor, secret neighbor.
Secret neighbor.
Drinking my
You got the
non-sponsored
gator.
vitamin zero water, acai blueberry. Wait, is it acai or is it Eki?
Acai.
Acai, acai. My acai blueberry pomegranate.
My rocks.
Delicious.
Rocks. Drink it up.
I finished my drink. My chemicals.
Cocoa. Hold up.
I need
Actually
more.
stick in the rest.
I have to go get more rocks.
Cat. It's a cat. I'm a sexy cat.
Hello.
I'm a
This is
sexy
This is my cat. You guys can't see this, but my cat is on screen.
POV, you're dancing with.
Why are you suddenly making POV jokes? Hey, do we want to wrap it up here? This seems like a good ending
You're
point.
dancing with Abram.
This seems like a good ending point, Abram. You want to end it here?
Yes. That works.
What if it wasn't on the whole time?
What's the command again?
I don't know.
I think it's this.
Wait. Should we wait for Brayden to get back before we stop it? Maybe.
No, I don't care.
Wow, rude. You gotta remember, just put it in the main chat.